Introduce Jakub Baran, President of the Management Board of PBKM. Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning.
Can you start by giving us a background of your product and expected market developments?
Yes, our company is a family stem cell bank, so we are collecting stem cells which are derived from the newborn's cord blood and umbilical cord tissue, and also from other tissues which could be collected during the delivery of the baby, and then these cells are tested and cryopreserved for future use for the family members. And additionally, on top of that, we are also drug manufacturer, so we are producing so-called ATMPs, advanced therapy medicinal products, mostly from stem cells, and these products, which are formally drugs, are used either for hospital exemption procedures or clinical trials. We are also involved in 8 clinical trials where we have certain IP rights, either partial when it is regards to consortial projects, or 100% our rights.
How has COVID-19 impacted your distribution channels?
There is a certain impact. I mean, from the sales perspective, what we see, it's a cutoff or substantial drop of potential clients to be coming from, let's say, offline channels. By offline channel, we understand, doctors, pregnancy schools, or hospitals. While from the other point of view, we have much more leads, so potential clients to be from online channel. However, on the overall, the number of leads is higher than we had before pandemic. The issue is the quality of online leads is lower than expected. So overall, we see certain impact. And we are hit in March, April, and May. We started to recover in June, August, but we see already that in September, and not mentioning October, the situation is getting worse. So we see certain impact. Let's say the logistic part or operational part is not that hit much, meaning that there are of course limitations in entering hospitals, but we can't see substantial limitation in collection of the biological material. There are incidental cases I think we had some in Spain and Italy, but overall there is no real restrictions in that field. And from practical point of view, we decided already in February to provide or to acquire, purchase raw materials and necessary stuff for preparation and testing for 1 year in advance. So we are safe from that perspective. So we can continue our activity. And good thing is that in our competitors, they are usually having 1 laboratory, and we have 11 of them. So we can split just in case of something goes wrong, the processing and testing, or between the countries, if one lab has to go, on quarantine, yeah.
And can you also please shed some light on your geographic expansion and current focus?
Yeah, I mean, we are pretty active in M&A. So in last 21 months, we did 5 M&As. So we acquired a company in Spain and in Portugal, in Turkey, and in Germany. So our last, and in Italy. So then there was a 5th one, but the newest one is Germany. So it's a new market for us. For the remaining acquisitions that were just done in the markets we are already present. So at the moment we are directly present with our offer in 12 countries, and we have also partners which are operating in further 13 countries. So altogether is 25.
How is PBKM positioned for further growth?
Our main shareholder is an activist fund. It's activist fund from Frankfurt, Active Owners Capital. So it's a pretty active investor and ready to take higher risk for more dynamic growth. So we are finalizing our strategy now for coming 5-6 years. and there are very aggressive scenarios of growth. We think that having enough skills and money, we can take even more cake from our market. We feel our competitors are also suffering, but we have resources, I think human and also financial resources to grow even further. So rather, we are not thinking about cost cutting. We are, of course, thinking about process optimization, but from the other side, we are still looking for new targets to acquire. And we are considering also entering 2 or 3, let's say, new directions of development. I can't share it at the moment, but in a few months, it will be publicly known. And we are pretty excited. I mean, some investors are aware that we raised 50 million in January, so the small part of this cash was invested this year, so we still have necessary resources. Yeah, so we are planning to grow by acquisitions and also organically if it is only possible, under pandemic conditions.
Finally, can you give us an insight into the developments of your Carti project?
Yeah, the Carti project is more or less going on in line with schedule. So we believe that we finished the rooms. So the laboratory is ready now. The equipment is coming. As you maybe remember, we acquired an exclusive license from Micel Therapeutics from the US for Europe to develop this product or further develop this product in Europe. The clinical trial we think we will register in Q1, and we expect first patient to be recruited in Q2. We expected that even in Q1, but due to COVID, we see that in our other clinical trials, there are delays in recruitment, which are pretty natural, because of the fears of the many patients. So it's going on more or less within the schedule.
Jakub Baran, President of the Management Board of PBKM. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.